My practice combines studio-based and commissioned feasting. My work is science.
The Faber Wasteland app is very elegant and classy, and it's sort of how every piece of poetry deserves to be published.
It's got Eliot's original manuscript within the app, so you can take a look at his handwriting and see where Ezra Pound made corrections and changes and turned it from a 1,000-line poem that it was originally into the 400 lines that were eventually published.
The Jack Kerouac The Road app from Penguin US. That was kind of like a book on steroids. It's all the things you could possibly find interesting. Photos of the beat poets, photos from California, audio of him reading a bit of it.
Pine Point, the story of a mining town which no longer exists. What the project has managed to do is to tell the story of this town through video and photographs and text, and the stories of the people who live there. It's a really good example of digital literature because it tells the story in a unique way.
Tim Wright, he did a project in the footsteps of Robert Louis Stevenson, Kidnapped. He walked around the places that book set in and read the extracts and was joined by people and opened up all sorts of conversations.
In Anima Alice by the Bradfield Company, which is Ian Harper, Kate Pullinger and Chris Joseph.
It's a story about a young girl and how she grows up. There's a video that goes along with it, music, there are sort of game-like elements. I think it's a really creative way of engaging with what the technology is doing, and I think Kate's quite a visionary, actually.
Translating the comic of Sidney Padua, Lovelace and Babbage, into digital form, which just takes a first small step towards looking at the documents on which she draws in a very playful way.
Christine Wilkes's Underbelly, a really interesting use of interactivity, flash animation, amazing sound, and it's a story about women miners, but then also a thought piece about bearing children and motherhood and balancing work and home.
I still maybe think it's the best piece I've seen in terms of emotional connection to a piece of interactive work.
Christine Wilkes fitting the pattern. It's beautifully designed, but it also has very clever tools within it that you have to learn how to use before you can actually navigate the piece and read the story.
One of the best is The Magic of Reality, and it's got a really lovely interface. It's a good book and a good read. The way graphics and the text are integrated, I think, is a triumph of good design.
The Richard Dawkins book that's just come out.
I've done that one too.
I can't do that one. But it's the best one.